Hello everyone, this is Hussein Sayed,
Hi, this is Maryam Lakhani.
and this is our project, The Future of Neural Networks and Its Potential Applications in the Future. So let's start. So these are the broad ideas in neural networks. Neural networks is an approach to artificial intelligence that uses a technique known as deep learning. So the idea of neural networks basically started first in 1944 when Walter Pitts and Wayne McCullough proposed to the University of Chicago to co-found the first department of cognitive science. Um, this technique of neural networks fell into eclipse a couple of times in the past, but once again, lately, has regained popularity thanks to the future advancement of computer processing power and GPUs.
Um, for those of you that don't know, neural networks are sometimes referred to as connectionist systems. These systems are computing systems that are inspired by biological neural networks of animal brains. These computing systems learn progressively to perform tasks through considering given examples without having been told to do any specific tasks. For example, for a system to recognize a picture that contains a cat, such systems use rule-based coding to learn to identify images. So the system might learn to identify a cat image by analyzing a reference image or a training example of a picture that has a manual or hand label of the word cat on them. Armed with the results of these analyses, it can then identify other images with cats from a pool of pictures.
So, modeling the human brain, an artificial neural network is developed from a collection of connected artificial neurons, which are basically just a connection of connecting units that form synapses. So synapses uh, act as transmitters of signals from one neuron to another. After receiving the signal, the postsynaptic neuron will then process it and relay the message to other downstream neurons in that network. Neurons are organized into different layers of nodes. This means that a particular layer of neurons will perform a special type of transformation on their input distinct from that of another layer of neurons.
So, for how a neural network works, neurons have a state that is typically represented by real numbers ranging between 0 and 1. Neurons and synapses have a weight that would vary as the learning process improves. A node will assign a number, otherwise referred to as the weight, to every one of the incoming connections. Once the neural network is active, the node will receive an item of data over its connection. Then the node will multiply that data with the weight associated with that particular item. After adding that result, it will generate a single number, and then this very number is then compared to the value of the threshold.
But before that, you'd have to train the neural network or pre-train. So at the start of the training, all of its thresholds and weights have to be set to random values. And these values have to be continually adjusted until they yield consistent results at the output. During the training session, the training data is input from the bottommost layer, and it has to traverse succeeding layers while transforming till they arrive at the output connection. While it is crossing the succeeding layers, the training data is multiplied while at the same time it is added in complex ways before it reaches the output layer.
Um, in today's world, there's a lot of possibilities what a neural network can achieve. Um, One way is that it can change the way pilots fly in the air. It can also change the approaches used to design cars. It can even bring change in warfare and how artificial intelligence could change how weapons are commanded.
Many companies in today's world are using neural networks. For example, as you can see, there's customer research with high levels of accuracy, validations of data, managing risks for projects, target marketing, recovery of telecommunications, fraud field software, detection of underwater mines, object recognition in 3 dimensions. Actually, an example of forecasting sales for marketers is basically for example, the stock market. You could feed this neural network the stock market data, and sometimes it'll predict the actual outcome of the stock market plot, whether it's gonna go up or if it's gonna go down. So this application is used there, and also LS. There's the AMT, airline marketing tactician, which is used in most airline companies today. So the main objectives of this neural network or this software uh, is performing the task of marketing control and allocation of seats. So currently, this application not only monitors but also gives booking advice in airports before every departure. So it manages how all the passengers are seated in the plane.
Neural networks are also making its way into the field of medicine. Many researchers in this area believe that artificial neural networks will have extensive applications with regards to biomedical systems soon. But right now, the researchers are using different scans like ultrasonic scans, cardiograms, and CAT scans, among others, to model parts of the human body with the main objective of recognizing various diseases riddling the human race. All of these scans, neural networks should be able to replace one day. The main reason neural networks are best fitted for these conditions is that they only need to be trained on what to identify, and they're ready to go when the results are consistent. Another place neural networks is being used in the field of medicine is through experimentation on electronic noses.
So, in summary, the platforms of artificial intelligence of our future will basically revolutionize a lot of applications: warfare, global logistics, response to disasters, among other areas of human life that are important. So, AI is taking a big part in human history. Thank you.